Hey guys, welcome back. I thought while I was spending so much time in my comic cave or forbidden zone or comic corner, whatever you want to call it today, I'd go ahead and spotlight a couple of shorter series for Marvel this time. Uh, First one I show is one of my favorite short run Kirby series when he went back to Marvel in the mid '70s, Devil Dinosaur. And this is just a fun little book. I mean, there's it's not great literature, but anybody that likes Kirby and likes that sense of fun and adventure, and to me, it was sort of like Commandy in a way, as far as like the tone, and it's really some fun scripts, and of course you got Kirby art. Uh, I think Mike Royer actually did all the inks for Kirby, and he's like one of my, if not my favorite Kirby inker. So he inked all those issues, and on the covers, I think Kirby actually did the inks on maybe a couple three issues, and I think maybe Joe Sennett and Frank Giacoia and Steve Leialoha did some cover inks. And I think on issue 8 and 9 there was I think Walt Simonson might have inked the cover on issue 8, and I think John Byrne did number 9. So a lot of good artists, and it's just goofy Kirby fun. So we'll just kind of get to it. There's number 1. I know my lighting in here is pretty bad, so there's a little bit better maybe. Issue number 1. Number 2. War with the Spider God. Number 3. Against Giant. I'm just really not liking this light here. Maybe a little bit better. And another copy of number 3. This is really crappy here. Anyway, number 3 again. Number 4. Objects from the Sky. Another copy of number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8, and I think this is the only original one that I had from when I was a kid. It's been well loved. But this cover is inked by Walt Simonson. And here's an upgrade of that one. Again, I got to apologize for the lighting and the glare and everything. I had a really hard time trying to get the light like I want it. And here's the last issue, issue 9. It's inked by John Byrne. So just a cool little series, and I don't really think it'll break the bank trying to get this one. Just depends, I guess, on the grade. Okay, the other series I was wanting to get to, and this is I reread this one and forgot how much I really enjoyed it. It's Worlds Unknown, and this was an 8-issue series, and this was all adapted from like short stories and science fiction stories from like Frederick Pohl and Edmund Hamilton, and a lot of great sci-fi writers. And these are all new stories, which has kind of set itself apart from, like a lot of the reprint monster books that Marvel had at the time. And I remember I really liked this, and really DC didn't have any kind of sci-fi going on at this point. I think they'd already canceled Strange Adventures and From Beyond the Unknown, and so this is really this and Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction. Some of Marvel's other black and white mags had some good sci-fi stuff in it, but I think this is like one of the few actual sci-fi comics. They were all new stories, which was, and you see this, and my first impression would be, well, it's a reprint book, but then as I got into it, it had, showed some stories that actually got adapted from sci-fi stuff. So this first one got some stories about Martians. Yeah. And I don't know if I can get the. Again, I got to apologize about the lighting. It's a John Romita cover. The script's by Jerry Conway, and Gil Kane actually did part of the script. And the art was by Ralph Reese and Angelo Torres, Gil Kane, Mike Esposito. Some of these are like 2 or 3 stories. Okay, here's number 2. This is a really cool cover. I think that's Herb Trimpe and John Romita. And I think Roy Thomas adapts this one. And you got art by Val Merrick, Kerry Chan, Gil Kane. Tom Sutton is in this one on the inks. So some really nice creative teams on this. Another copy number 2. And here's number 3. That's an adaptation of When the Earth Stood Still. I think that's Rich Buckler on the art. Well, actually it says, yeah, it's Buckler and Wayne Howard. And you Charlton fans will recognize the name Wayne Howard from, I think, Midnight Tales. He had a real Wally Wood sensibility about him, I guess. Really strong. So some good stuff in there. Another copy of number 3. And this is kind of an oddity on the cover. You have Dick Giordano doing a cover job for Marvel. Now, for some reason, I always loved Giordano's covers from the 70s. That's just a really cool cover. And this is adapted from a story by Frederick Brown called Arena. I think you got some John Buscema, and I think Giordano did the inks on this one. So pretty cool little story. And number 5. Monster Stalks the Spaceship. Got a cool little date stamp there. Really nice cover. I think it's a Gil Kane. And I think with number 5, or actually probably number 4, they start reprinting like little 4-page stories like from the 50s. So it's kind of cool too. Here's another copy of number 5. And still yet another copy of number 5. I don't think this is duplicate copy or copy sickness. I believe it's just not knowing what you have in your collection. Okay, and here's my favorite. This is issue number 6. Now, a lot of you guys that are close to my age might remember this movie from TV. And actually, I didn't know it was a made-for-TV movie until I started, kind of researching it. But some of you might remember the movie Killdozer. You know, sort of. I don't know if Maximum Overdrive got its inspiration from this or not, but I think it's a goofy little movie. I think it had Clint Walker and Neville Brand, maybe a young Robert Urich, if I remember right. But just a goofy little sci-fi horror movie type thing going on there. I think it's Gil Kane and Ernie Chan on the cover, and the art is by I think it's Dick Ayers and Ernie Chan on the inks. So pretty cool. And the last two issues, this is adapted from the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Sword and versus sorcery in the epic tradition of Conan. This is number 7. I think it's George Tuska and Coletta on the cover, and I think Tuska and Coletta on the interiors maybe. But good fun. This is a cool cover. Number 8. More Golden Voyage of Sinbad. A Charles Schneer production. Presented by Columbia Pictures. Number 8. That's a Gil Kane cover by the ever-present inker, Vinnie Coletta. And I think the art is more George Tuska and Coletta. So, fun stuff. Alright guys, that's all I got for right now. I might do another video later on, but hope you guys are having a great weekend. And as always, onward and upward.